boy, man, I tell you, Keith. Wow. The lengths that people go to make an extra dollar is amazing to me. Poor FCA, man. They're paying dearly. They've paid off, fines that they inherited, and apparently now we got people making a little extra money on the side at a car dealership.
Now, this happened in what state?
Michigan.
There's several states where what's going on with these car salesmen? I almost just what's in the water up there in Michigan? But
I know the main.
Whoops.
Yeah. Well, they're working on that. So, no, this particular story was based out of Detroit. It was. Detroit-based Parkway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram dealership. Apparently, they had an employee that said he scammed FCA, which is now Stellantis, out of about $8.7 million. How he did that?
That's a lot of car sales.
That's a lot of cars. I mean, if you dig deep into the story, I mean, the flag should have been. There's no car salesman on the planet that sells that many units, man. This guy was selling 250 units a month.
You think he was running Facebook ads?
He was actually okay. So let's
for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, we did a previous segment on the signal.
He was in sort
Facebook
of another way, okay, but not an ad, but. You have groups on Facebook.
Yeah, well, he was using those to market to people, right? Yeah.
He was using those to mine the information as well.
Oh, the dealer codes and stuff, right?
The dealer codes, right? So here's where if you aren't aware of the story and you're not aware of the program, most of your auto manufacturers, as an appreciation to their employees and their family members. And also it helps generate some additional revenue and keep that brand loyalty. Not only do I work for FCA, I purchase vehicles from them. Or I not only work for Nissan, but I drive a Nissan. That says a lot for the company.
Sometimes they will run those in specific months that are historically like slower sales months, for example, to kind of try to bump up numbers, right?
Right, and it was basically you do that through what they call employee purchase control numbers, or EPCNs, right?
Yeah.
And I've had this happen to me in the past where I knew someone from Nissan.
Yeah.
And I was interested in buying a vehicle from, say, Nissan. And they're like, well, we have a friends and family program where we can help you, you get a little bit of a discount. It's, it might be like 5% or something, which I think it's what it was in this particular case.
I've actually had that happen, and I'm not going to name any car companies because I don't, but I will tell you that it was
I never purchased one through them, but.
Well, I have, but it was allowed. At the time, it was.
Well, this was allowed too whenever
I was. Two of these a year.
It was called Friends and Family.
Yeah.
The Friends and Family program.
I'm not going to use it. Here, you can have it. And I used it.
Right. So this guy.
Now this not allowed. This super not allowed, right?
No.
This is like
this is just not good.
Yeah.
So the guy's name was Apollo Nemo. And he was illegally using the employee discounts to cut customers good deals. Even when those customers failed to qualify for the discount, he scammed FCA, now Stellantis, out of all this money. In the majority of the transactions, the buyer claimed to be the brother-in-law or sister-in-law of an FCA employee to get a 5% discount. This is where the Facebook thing comes in. The discount codes known as EPCNs, which we just mentioned, were often bought and sold through private Facebook groups. You think Zuckerberg got him a discounted ride? You think maybe he did that? But he frequently topped the list of auto sellers who sold cars using employee discounts and was handsomely rewarded for being a top salesman. He reportedly received $700,000 in bonus directly from FCA since 2014 when he first started using his codes, and that's in addition to dealership-specific rewards.
So we're talking about over the course of at least 6 years.
Yeah, this dude was selling cars at a record pace, and it took someone having a conversation. It kicked off after several FCA employees complained that their personal discount numbers were used without their consent, and I think it was 268 numbers.
Well, are you posting those on Facebook and then complaining about? Yeah, I mean, come on.
And see, that's the thing, and I don't know all of I don't know. He got them, but it was kind of a little trickery how he was able to obtain them through those private groups. And that was his whole intent, was to get that. And I think it was, he was advertising to people, not advertising, but he was telling people that, hey, don't worry about it. I got you covered. We'll get it covered. No problem.
Well, and he was apparently also saying, FCA, now Stellantis, as you pointed out, doesn't really check these.
They don't audit it.
I got news for you, bro. Yeah, they may not check them, but when you get to about 8.7 million in sales volume, when you're using those over the course of 6 years, somebody gonna notice, right? Like
somebody. Yeah. So here's the deal, man.
They may not check the first 4 or 5, but 50 later, somebody's gonna notice, man.
What? Absolutely, especially when you sold 250 cars in January of 2020
in Detroit.
He said the manager that reported that said that the same this guy sells more vehicles than entire sales departments at most FCA dealerships. That in itself is a red flag.
You know how Mary Kay did the pink Cadillac? He better have like a gold Jeep or something.
Exactly, man. I mean, what is wrong with people, man? Okay, so we got this right, and then we got
250 cars sitting. Okay, hold on before we go
in
past
January of 2020. That's unheard of.
January of 2020, 250
COVID.
From one guy.
One guy.
All right, Jay, let's think this through. How many days in a month?
Right.
Let's do some quick radio math here.
That's what I'm saying, man.
How many days in a month? How hard is it to close a car deal in one day?
Right.
Okay. Now, admittedly, some of these have been in the pipeline for,
yeah, but I mean, you think about it. You're looking at what? That's about 8, anywhere between 7 and 8. 9 vehicles a day, maybe up to 10 a day.
I was going to go, 8 to 10 a day.
Yeah.
10 car sales a freaking day by one car salesman.
Right. That just is unheard of, man. There are guys out there that are lucky.
That's a car an hour that he's at work.
Right. I don't have the actual numbers, but I've talked to a lot of guys in the industry, in that part of the industry, that they're working their tails off, man. If they can sell 2-3 a week, they're happy.
Right.
They're doing good. They're making, they're making a salary, but they're also getting some commission off of those sales. So that's pretty significant for those guys. But this guy, 250 in 1 month, it's unheard of, man.
And so, what does that look like to everybody else that's working there? I mean,
I'm surprised it went on for that long. Seriously, because somebody's not paying attention, or
we got a Wolf of Wall Street situation going on here. It's
right. Look, somebody's not paying attention, or they are paying attention and they like what they see.
Yeah, right.
The numbers matter, man, when it comes to a dealership. So there you go. If you've got inventory sitting on the lot, man, it's costing you money. So they were moving products. Somebody should have caught this a long time ago. But anyway, that's not the only weird thing going on. Texas, the new Florida.
This is I really think Texas is turning into the new Florida. Now, for those of you that don't know why I say that, Florida has always been host to kind of wild and crazy dysfunction. It just gets kind of nuts in Florida, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You just hear crazy things coming out of Florida.
Hey, man.
This time it's Texas.
Right. Dude is selling guns and ammo out of the back of a Ranger or something, or an Explorer.
What kind of dealership was this? Do you have that info?
It was a Ford. Yeah, car salesman opened the rear hatch of a black Ford Explorer at the Texas dealership, revealing 3 rifles and what appeared to be over 2,000 rounds of ammunition.
And this is a sting. This is a sting operation. Yeah. And they caught him. So, how does that exactly go down? Like, is there a code word? You go into the dealership and you're like, I'm interested in a black sedan with recoil suppressor. I mean, what's the the code word to get in to let the guy? I just have to know what is the process here. Okay,
so surely this is right. I mean, surely this has got to be just.
And did you see? Just okay. Well, no, go ahead. I'm sorry. We'll get to what I was going to say in a second.
Well, the story broke actually. It's so funny. This is it has to be. I mean, maybe Florida's loving it, but this is the Miami Herald that reported this initially. Jalopnik got their hands on it, but this is actually two employees at Covert Auto Group in Hutto, Texas. They were accused of selling guns at the dealership. Now,
did you actually have to buy the vehicle to get the guns, or was it? I mean,
no. If you bought the vehicle, I bet you if
it comes
with
some ARs. Is that the okay?
Comes with ARs, man. But apparently, that it could be used vehicles too. That was it's an auto group, so apparently they're selling Ford and Chevrolet. So there you go. But wow, Texas, man, what are you doing?
Right? Yeah. Who?
I mean, yeah. Just thought you heard it all in Florida.
I guess if I told you this story, and I said pick the state, you would probably go Texas, right?
Oh, absolutely, man.
Yeah. All right. So there you go.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
So
I mean, it doesn't fit. There's a lot of things that do fit Florida, but not this. This is Texas all the way.
I know times are tough, man, but some of you just got to use your head, man. I mean, it's just not smart. Just not smart. So anyway, there you go. That's all we have to say about dealerships. You just never know what you might pick up at a dealership, man. You might want to wash your hands.